Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Survivor 44, episode 12. This is the recap episode. I'm Jonny Fairplay, that stand-up comedian Wayne Memmott.
What's up?
Whew.
Oh, baby.
What a week.
We got ourselves a show. That's all I'm going to say.
We do. So this past Wednesday, I watched the episode. I was in Charlottesville, Virginia. The release of, let's see if I can get a good shot of this. Jonny Fairplay Pink Lemonade from Three Notch Brewery. We have at the top Johnny Never Lies. It was insane. So sold out Three Notch Brewery for this event. Sold out. So it's nice when you say those words. It was me, the Queen, Sandra Diaz Twine, Nina Twine was there. So
wow.
One of the first questions, if you had the opportunity to vote out your mom again, would you? And the answer was an immediate yes.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gonna, help her win.
So I'm rocking, for those of you watching and not listening, I'm wearing an Uncool shirt. Three Notch has a non-alcoholic line of their beer. They do their IPAs in NA. They do their in NA, and it's called Uncool.
That's so cool.
Sales are through the roof.
Oh, dude, NA is like so huge. I told I'm started managing a bar, running a bar, and I'm like looking at their NA selection. I'm like, oh, we can amp this up, and we have a lot of music there, and music draws a lot of sober fans. Like there's a lot of sober people in like the hardcore and metal scenes right now. And so you want to get as much money from those NA people as possible. And NA beers are huge. We have like a 12 pack in our fridge all the time. Cause sometimes I'm like, I'd like to like feel like I'm drinking a beer, but I'm only going to have one. So I'm not going to get drunk. So like might as well make it 30 calories as opposed to 300 calories.
Yeah. And how cool is the branding for Uncool?
I love it. And it's like uncle. it's like an uncle. Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah. So, but speaking of viewing parties, there's only one left. So this was the penultimate episode, which I love saying.
Yeah.
Next week is the, I guess, ultimate episode. It's the finale. And me and the Queen, Sandra Diaz Twine, will be joined by Jane Bright from Survivor Nicaragua. Dan Monchel's going to be there. Maybe more. You never know. And that is Wednesday, May 24th, this coming Wednesday, Charlotte, North Carolina, Lenny Boy Brewing. Not a lot of tickets left for that either.
Yeah, and no me. Sorry, y'all. I was hoping to get there, but I started a new job this week, and it wouldn't look great to go ahead and take 3 days off the second week of a job when you're general manager. So we will make it to an out of town viewing party. I will be at one of them in the next season for sure. But I'll probably be on the podcast, so I guess, with Matt and Dan right after it
Dan will be with me.
Matt and Alex right after it airs. So
yeah, and tickets available at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. As always for live viewing party events. Peek behind the curtain, Wayne.
Yeah,
I've already booked November 8th for Chicago for next season, right?
Yep.
Season 45, November 8th, Bounce Sporting Club. I'm going to go ahead and put up tickets probably next week. You, okay?
Yeah.
We already have 2 surprise guests already booked.
Wow.
That may or may not be from season 45.
I'm trying to think who's from Chicago.
one is not.
This we could talk about the rumors, right? Can we talk about the?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna do a whole thing on the Q&A. We're gonna look at the cast. But I mean, if you want to throw out something now, we can.
Oh no! So was I right in reading that it's second chances?
No,
most likely. No. What is? Oh no, it's not.
45 is all new people except for Bruce.
Sorry, second chances is a challenge. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. No. So
it's all new people and Bruce, and I don't think there's anyone over the age of 26. I think.
Yeah. No. Papa Bruce, baby. Papa Bruce. Duck low. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm openly rooting against Bruce.
Yeah.
Or actively rooting against Bruce.
We got to pick a Bengals game, and then you come to Cincinnati for a couple of days and do a Bengals game into a viewing party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get tickets though.
Well, that I can do that. I manage a bar now. I'll just find out which beer I have to buy to get free Bengals tickets.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that other beer company wasn't too good.
No, they don't. They don't have tickets. The big ones do. Well, I have to Coors Light. Fine, I'll put it on tap. Give me whatever it is. I don't know.
Sweet. All right, sign me up for Bud Light. Let's go.
Yeah. Actually, this bar has never had Bud Light. It hasn't had Bud Light in 15 years, just because he doesn't carry anything from Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they had Dylan as their spokesperson and all of that like controversy, he went and bought like 5 cases of it, put it back in the cooler.
There you go.
Yeah.
I bet they sell in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. It's episode 12, the penultimate episode. Don't forget, folks, real quick, this coming Wednesday, Charlotte, North Carolina, survivortix.com. That's survivortax.com. Okay. Episode 12, the penultimate episode. I'm the Bandit. I got a little show and tell for you real quick, Wayne.
Okay.
I own the Bandit.
Oh wow.
Yes, the 1980 Pontiac Trans Am. This is the Smoking the Bandit 2 car.
Wow. I don't know how many die-cast cars, how many of them metal cars you got laying around?
At one time, I had a few hundred.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
You do collect everything.
I do. This is about the only thing I kept. And
I see those like out at, at stores and stuff. I'm like, who buys these? I just laugh to myself. It's you. It's fair play.
It is not me. It is not. It was not. My dad did.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It's mostly people's dads, I guess.
Yeah. So, but he would have me sell them for him on eBay, and and this was one he brought, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm keeping this." And he's like, "What's it worth?" And I'm like, "Probably a lot."
Yeah, doesn't matter. I made you all that other money. I'm keeping this one.
Yeah. I made him a lot, and I literally kept $5 a car.
Yep. Yeah, that's good on you. Good kid.
Thanks. So it's. I mean, I don't know. I thought it might have been my inheritance, but it was not. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh.
But speaking of Bandits, it's night 21, and so we were incorrect versus everyone that did a Survivor podcast other than us. They didn't need to play the idol.
No. Yeah, no, we were wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. Afterwards, I almost wanted to be like, hey, we have to re-record that last part. I immediately realized that we were so wrong. The idol was worthless. It didn't matter. We were totally.
It was correctly played in that it was played for someone that got votes against.
Right.
So in that aspect, we were correct, but it was needlessly played.
Yeah.
So, I'm a firm believer in better safe than sorry.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? We're not going to get them all right. You're not listening to this for the cool. You're listening to this for the Smokey and the Bandit 2 car diecast comment. That's
It's not. We're not the know-it-alls. We're the no summit. Some of it.
No, some of it. Pay attention a little bit.
So, but it may have been correctly played in that. Maybe this episode, Jam and Carson go after Carolyn because she doesn't know what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, the entire episode, we're told Carolyn's dangerous because she's smarter than you think and all that. And that's the narrative that we're hearing. However, they don't vote her out.
No. So that's the thing that I was just going to say is that like her playing that, like,
whoops, you just dropped. You pressed the mute. So Wayne is playing with technology. He's talking. All right, so I'm going to do my Wayne impression.
Hey now. Whoa.
There you go.
Hey. All right. Sorry, I don't know why it switched my buds. No, but she needed to make a play to like show everybody that she's playing this game, like otherwise she's just crazy and she gets to the top 3. Now it's like, oh no, she knows what she's doing. Now she's a threat. Now she can navigate through to the top 3. Now she's got a play, like So
people love like in this sped up version of Survivor, people love a big play because
Right.
there's
And
not
she-
many opportunities for multiple big plays. She's got a big play. Carson doesn't have a big play.
well,
Jam
and she was one vote different from it was one vote away from mattering, right? Like it was 3-2. So if it had been 2-3, then her idol play would have been perfect and saved and done what she wanted. So we weren't too far off. And it was a play. She protected some votes from somebody that was getting votes, the second place votes from that tribal. So
yeah. So no, it counts as a play.
Yeah.
So do we think she can win?
Well, I thought for sure she was going to get voted out this episode.
Oh God.
After the whole episode, I just thought it was her like, oh, yep, this is Carolyn's boot episode. Like,
And she even she ends it with what's her quote? She asked Jeff, "Is this my goodbye speech?" And I'm just like, dude, no, shut up. Don't manifest this.
I know. Yeah, very. It's great. I mean, I think she can win now that she's gotten this far because I think this Three Stooges alliance is stronger than the edit had been letting on during this episode.
Yeah, I didn't like. I thought this episode was great for drama, but I didn't like the lie of it.
Right. Like I legitimately thought like, oh no, Jam and Carson are going to vote Carolyn out. Like it does make sense, like they're going to beat Jamie. Who cares if Jamie makes it to the final three,
Yeah.
Whereas the three of them have been playing the same game. So now it's kind of up in the air, but I think it's all of their three best chances is to take the other two to the final because they played such different games. We talked about that before.
Well, if it's me, I'm taking I'm trying to make I'm a on-field producer when I'm doing a reality show.
Right.
I'm not bringing the scraps to the end.
No.
I'm giving you the best TV. Well, the 2023 version of Jonny Fairplay. I'm bringing you the best television possible.
Right. You want to go against the other two people because you want the finale to be memorable. Win or lose, you want it to be memorable because you want people talking about it because you're a part of it because that helps you later.
Yeah, and they don't remember who wins. They just remember that I was there.
Right.
Like 9 out of 10 people that walk up to me, they go, "Hey, Jonny Fairplay, you did the grandma lie. You won your season." I go, yep, I sure did.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, and the crazy thing is, the person that won my season is in the top 10 most famous survivors ever. I just happen to be, I think, a little more famous in the pop culture circle, maybe not the survivor circle.
Now, if you want me to think what going into this episode, what I thought Carson's best move was Carson's honestly best move is to take Heidi and Lauren if he wants to win, like to flip on Jam and Carolyn and take Heidi and Lauren. I mean, that's kind of his best chance to win at this point, but.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Heidi versus Lauren and Carson at the end, I think goes on like a two challenge win streak because she's kind of a beast.
Yeah.
And I could see her potentially getting credit for that run.
Yep.
And then,
exactly.
and then some votes. So whereas if one person wins one thing, one person wins fire, one person wins another thing, it's kind of spread out.
Yep.
Then people are just like, I like Jam the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jam won that one. Remember the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Stephen Fishback predicted that Jam would win. Carson loses at fire, and Heidi receives 0 votes.
Okay. So it's split between Jam and Carolyn, I assume.
Yeah, with Jam winning.
So Lauren's out next. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
He says the edit is showing that Carson, like, we've heard that Carolyn has, brought her fingers to blood in fire preparation.
Right.
And Carson apparently spent too much time 3D printing puzzles and laying in his bathtub with the grill over top of it, practicing fire. What a weirdo!
Man, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good prediction. That's I think that, yeah. I'd put, if there's betting odds, I'd put money on it.
Well, we have a Caesars Danville, Virginia. Come on down. I don't know if you can bet on it, but
yeah, I wish they had FanDuel for Survivor.
Do they not?
No, you can't do that because there's so many leaks. If there's real money being able to put on it, you just got to know one person on the show.
No. FanDuel did a deal. They were a sponsor of the podcast like 3 seasons ago, and you could there was like 20 things that you could. It was like a weekly deal where there was 20 things that you had to guess.
Okay, like prop bets, yeah.
It's just a prop bet deal.
Oh, okay,
but not a winner deal.
No, it's not on there.
Prop bet. I think a prop bet that FanDuel could easily do would be, who's going to fire or who's winning fire, who like that's
Yep.
So because that kind of stuff doesn't and this season and last season they've been pretty the cast loves the show so much that they've been tight-lipped purposely.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the cast. I'm talking about the people that build all them sets. I'm talking about all the people that put that show together that also have to come back to the United States and live, and then know some sleazeball that knows that they know some stuff and goes in and cashes in on Survivor prop bets.
Gamer Bev.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I like that the House of Villains cast leaked like the day we got to the house, and they're all looking at us, and I'm just like, don't look at us, because the cast that was leaked wasn't there was someone on the cast that leaked that was not on the cast that was on the production cast that was swapped out. So you're the leak, not us, because we didn't know the person that wasn't here.
Right.
We know the people that are here.
Right.
Anyway. All right. So night 21 didn't need to play the idol. Who put the red X? And Carolyn goes, "Oh yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
I'm the bandit." And I'm just like, wow, we figured that out quick. And Jam goes, "I thought she was smart. Now everyone does."
Yeah.
And so then Carolyn, also smart, "Who has the fake idol? You, Jam?" He goes, "No." And then she goes, "Oh, must have been Sarah. Went home with it." Maybe that was a question that I could have asked Sarah in Chicago when she was there. Ha! Told you guys you need to come when I say there's a surprise guest. So Jamie knows Carolyn is a good game player. That is the only correct read that Jamie's had all season.
Yep. Yeah, Jamie's like getting a little bit better at it this episode, where it's like, oh, maybe she's not.
Well, that should work out for her by the end of the episode then.
Right. No, I know.
Sorry. Spoiler. She goes home. Yes. Carson sees Heidi going to the bathroom. No. She's not going to the bathroom, Wayne. She's going idol hunting.
Idol hunting.
So Carson wakes up his number one, who is not Jam. He wakes up Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I liked Carson the best this season, this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as I said, telling Jam that that's his number one, but in reality, I'm pretty sure Carolyn is.
Mm-hmm.
For that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Lauren's never seen a player like Carolyn before. And it's like, well, you may have mentioned this earlier, Lauren, but you don't get airtime, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. I don't know if Carolyn's like acting. I don't get the sense that she's like, I think she can be the same. She can be this wild out there personality and also be very smart about a game like Survivor. Like it doesn't have to be that she acts like this crazy to kind of cover it up. Like I think that we're getting who she is. So
I think she's 70% that crazy, maybe even 80.
Yeah.
But there's a 20% internally that knows what's going on and can reel it in when need be.
Yep.
But why not let the 80% have fun? Because it's a lot more fun being that person.
Yeah, and also you're on TV. You're on TV.
Yeah, thank
Be on
you.
TV. Do you want to remember do you want to be remembered as a person from the television show, or do you want to be the 8th voted out person? Like what?
Or the whatever number Lauren's going to be.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, and Lauren, for the record, you seem like a very nice person. You're very beautiful. And yeah. And then we have the plant lady. All right. Lauren wants a Jam Carson Jamie alliance. Carson agrees, but it's lies. It's lies. It's nothing but lies.
It's all lies.
And I'm just like, all right, I'm for this, Carson. Yep. That's good. Don't send down Carolyn, Carson. Or if you think I was mad at you before, you have seen nothing like a Fairplay scorned. All right, it is. It's time for the heavy metal music reward. What was up with this music going into this reward challenge?
I have no idea.
Have we ever heard guitar before?
No, I was totally taken aback. I was like, oh, I guess they got an electric guitar on the islands after 43 seasons.
Is it Johnny Bananas? Oh no, his
music. Hey, Jeff Bros.
Oh my god. Jeff begins waxing poetic by saying, Survivor 44, what do we have in store?
Cringe. Jeff was extra fucking cringe this episode, man.
Holy moly.
Oh my God.
Please tell me this guy's just getting high before.
How do you unlearn how to host this show? Like how?
I think the more I'm seeing this version of Jeff, I think I'm liking it more because I feel like he's making fun of the old Jeff.
I think he's trying to be. He's got to be trying to be funny, but it is not funny.
Nothing's landing.
They just need better. They need better writers for him. That's all. They need. Actually
there's a writer's strike, Wayne.
What? Not back when they filmed it.
Well, maybe that's.
Listen, I'm not in the WGA. I'll come write him some freaking jokes. Let's go.
Yeah, I like Jax from Vanderpump was explaining in a group chat that's unrelated to anything that I'm a part of. Jax goes, guys, don't think we're getting those reality calls. There's writers for reality shows, and I'm just like, not a part of the WGA, brother. Like, Wayne's raising his hand all day long.
I mean, listen, I support unions, and I do think it's bullshit that streamers don't share numbers and people just get don't get residuals on the shows that they write on. So I just want to say I do support the strike and I support the Writers Guild. But if Jeff Probst calls me and says, "Hey Wayne, you want to come write me some jokes?" I'm like, yeah, yeah, sure, why not? I'll try it out.
Do I get Fijian pizza in my contract?
Right,
because I will picket that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pickett, I love Wilson Pickett. I got him on. No, don't use that one. Jeff will not be calling me for jokes.
No, Jeff won't call you for anything. I don't.
Whoa, hey. Change my number, Jeff. So it's a giant wheel, blindfolded pushers, and Carson and Jamie are callers. I was like, well, this is over before it began. And you're playing for reward. Want to know what you're playing for, Wayne?
What day at whatever.
Day at the sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Yes, yeah. It is foot massages, sandwiches. Oh my God, these people wanted a sandwich so bad.
Yeah.
Chocolate, fruit, and iced tea for Carson.
Nice.
So, kind of a spoiler that Carson's going to win this one. So this one's easy.
I'll tell you though, I probably I'm not gonna lie. I've watched this a lot. I probably sit this one out. Like their bodies are basically nothing, and now they're just like blindfolded running around. Like this is how you get injured limping across the finish line. This is how you just like randomly bump into something or a ball smashes you against a pole, and now you're taken out of the game when you've got.
This is a Jonny Fairplay doesn't try challenge.
Yeah, and
I'll be in the wheel.
I'll be in the wheel. Exactly. I'm doing everything I can to be in the wheel, and I'm not doing it.
But you're a big guy. They're gonna be like, you need to push. You're gonna be like, no. I'm more authoritative.
No, I got a big voice. I'll yell. You can hear me.
Yeah. Why was Jamie the pick? I mean, you don't want Carolyn yelling directions, right? Carolyn's like, oh, look, squirrel. You just get sound effects.
Yeah, just over and over.
Oh my god. So it's a long trail, obstacles, and then a maze. And Carolyn gets lost on the straight trail.
Yep.
I would say distracted by a squirrel, but she was blindfolded.
No, the squirrel's in her head.
Sweet. It's a hamster in a hamster wheel. That's when she saw the big wheel and she's like, ooh, hamster wheel. And that's all she's seeing.
She's just thinking about hamster.
Oh, we'd like to thank our newest sponsor, X Hamster. Totally unrelated.
No, that is not where the hamster dance moved to. I'll tell you.
No, it's not. Yeah. But as he said, he goes, you watch hamster porn? I'm like, no. I assure you, there is no hamster porn there.
Oh, that's so funny.
I need to reach out to X Hamster now. Dude, we've already talked about you on the podcast. You might as well send a check.
I don't think they're having a problem getting subscribers.
Oh, you know. Should I advertise on there?
Free to advertise. We should just put the episodes of the podcast on there.
Hey, have you been looking for a podcast that talks about X Hamster? We're the ones.
X Hamster's official podcast.
Sweet. All right, I'll upload this one over there.
Oh my god.
I don't have a login. Can I borrow yours? Step 1, private browser. Step
That's so funny.
Who knew that we could be funny on a Saturday morning?
Yeah, I know. That's the best time. This is when comedy happens, baby.
Hey, Jeff, working some X Hamster material next challenge. Season 46. Oh, all right. Carson, Lauren, and Jam Jam, they're going to the sanctuary, and Jam Jam is going to finally eat.
Oh my god.
For those of you not paying attention, Jam Jam has lost a lot of weight and apparently lost his contacts, so he wears glasses now. So it's day 22. They're at the sanctuary, and the macaroons are so fresh, so crisp. Actually, let's see. Nope. Oh well, I had so fresh, so clean on one of my buttons. I'll try one more. Nope. Nope. Sorry. The effort was there. Nope. I guess I could look. Damn.
What the fuck?
You're back. Technology. It's tricky.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I don't know what's happening. My computer's going nuts.
It's okay. So Jam Jam explains that every vacation for him starts and ends with a massage. And I'm just like, take me on vacation, Jam Jam. Yeah, right? Mine do not. Are we doing life wrong, Wayne?
Yeah, I know. I wish I mean, any kind of massage, really. I haven't had a massage in years. I've been on plenty of vacations. I think Jam Jam lives a pretty great life. I have a feeling that he lives a pretty great life.
Season 45. Hey!
Say hi, Uncle Fairplay.
Hey, Wheezy.
Say hi.
No.
No. Okay.
You're just like most girls I talk to.
Yeah. You want to say anything to the folks?
No.
Okay. Can we let you go back to mommy?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, love you. Sorry about that. We've
I thought she might appreciate the glasses.
All right. Where were we? Sorry about that.
massages our vacation stuff. Yeah, next season,
Yeah.
me and the Queen,
Yeah.
San Juan, Puerto Rico viewing party. How about that?
That's the one I want to go to.
Oh, all right. Right.
We need to find a sponsor.
Something with massages.
Ex-hamster.
Ex-hamster and the happy ending spa. I don't think that's the kind of massages. But maybe it is. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Jam Jam seems like a pretty fun guy.
I do, yeah, I would like to see Jam Jam.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Next month's pictures. You'll see.
Oh,
Jam
nice.
Jam. Yeah, become a patron now. Go ahead and lock in your Jam Jam pick. All right. Lauren explains that single moms don't get massages, and I'm just like, well, guess what? Single dads do. Boom. A lot of times when they're not single.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thanks, Lauren. Thanks for the assist. Carson is throwing Carolyn under the bus to trick Lauren, and Jam Jam not so much. And I was like, okay, this is good. So Jam Jam's not taking the bait. We don't think that changes later. Jam Jam and Heidi are pitching Carson next to Carolyn. She don't like that.
Yeah.
Here's
the other thing I just thought of. If Jam Jam and Carson flip on Carolyn and then they go to the final three, she's voting for whoever is not them.
I think she's emotionally hurt.
She's emotionally hurt so now it's almost like if you think you got the votes to win the game without her, then yeah, you can vote her out. But yeah, I mean, I totally didn't think about it from that angle, and it just popped into my mind when we were talking about her. It's like, oh yeah, you can't. I mean, you vote her out, and she's definitely not voting for Jam Jam or Carson.
Whereas Carson or Jam Jam would vote for her.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I like that about Carolyn.
Yeah, I mean,
if I'm a player.
Hopefully we're not proven wrong by that, and maybe they haven't even thought of that. But she's such an emotional person.
Yeah.
That if she gets blindsided, then it's,
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
Because I can kind of well, I don't know. I voted for Sandra over Lil. So maybe I can't separate it either. Maybe I don't like myself, Wayne.
Join the club. It's called Meet at the Bar. All right.
So the winners are back, and Carolyn asks Jam Jam to burp in her mouth. She does. He does. And Jam Jam explains that she enjoyed that. And Carol explains she felt kind of gross after that.
You should feel kind of gross.
That's like me with my amazing ideas at 1 a.m. and then my girlfriend the next morning going,
I don't like the smell of that.
That worked out a lot better for you than me. Yeah. So, but I'm the one stuck with cleanup. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Do not type in cleanup on X hamster.
No. Yeah.
do not put that
It's not hamsters dressed up like maids. I promise you, that's not what it is.
And cleanup does not mean cleanup.
Oh God. All right, next up, let's get back to
Jam Jam tells Jamie that Carolyn should be the target. And he also explains that she's crazy, but he's crazy too.
Yep.
And then Jam Jam then reveals that his secret power is knowing when people lie to him. And and Jamie says she's not lying. He goes, I know. And that he's happy with Jamie. She's proven she's not lying because she hadn't written his name down. Because if she had, she'd already be on the jury.
Right.
Which is true.
Right. Yeah.
If you write down Jam Jam's name,
you're gone.
So think about how lucky it is that Carolyn and the guy that we've already forgotten, if they had gone to tribal that time and she had written his name, Carolyn would be gone because he uses that as a hit list. So it's time for immunity. 2 ropes to balance a ball on a disc, and you're moving back during intervals. This challenge is on. Time for Jamie to drop in seconds.
I'll say this is a boring challenge to watch, kind of, like it's not exciting. But when it gets to like the last 5 or 6 people, I like these types of challenges because literally anybody can win. Like I like the water hanging challenge when it gets down to it, because it's like, it's not, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to have like a high pain tolerance or anything like that. Like
it's a carnival game.
Carnival game. Exactly.
That's what individual immunity should be. Carnival games.
Right. I agree. You hear her?
I do.
Okay.
So Jamie drops in seconds as per usual. Carolyn is distracted by Jamie's continuous poor performances in challenges, and so she drops. Wow, who wrote that? My notes. Carson's then out. Then Jam Jam's out, and guess what? It's a showdown.
It's a showdown. It's on.
Jeff loves his catchphrases.
It's really getting on the level of like Jerry the King Lawler. Like it
is. When did Jeff Ropes become Jerry the King Lawler?
It really is like it is on
puppies.
That level. Exactly. Puppies. Oh God.
I'll be at the mall buying extra long T-shirts before the show. That's where.
Anyway,
something bedazzled with a king on it.
Yeah.
Or just a crown.
Just a crown.
I got, I like to mix it up.
Crown and trunks.
Yeah. So it's Lauren versus Heidi, and Lauren wins.
Yeah, Lauren wins.
They go back. No one is talking at camp, and it's just like, okay, that's fine. This is a tense one. And Carolyn asks Heidi if she'll vote Jamie, and then Tika collectively asks Heidi if she'll vote Jamie, and it's like,
Carolyn's like, I already asked her. We already talked. Carolyn.
It's like, okay, is Heidi buying what they're selling? We'll find out.
Yep.
Bad news, Wayne. Jamie doesn't feel safe without her idol.
Well, here's the deal.
She should have never felt safe.
Here's the deal, Jamie. I'd hate to break it to you. But also Lauren winning really, once Lauren won, it kind of cemented Jamie was going, because Heidi would be stupid to not play her idol, obviously, at this point in the game. You play your idol regardless, because it's between two. If you're assuming the 3 are voting however they want, Lauren. So, yeah.
But I love that she doesn't feel safe. I was really hoping. I was really hoping her lower third would say, thought she had an idol that was fake.
Still doesn't have a fake idol. No longer has the fake idol.
Yes. I would have had fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
Jam Jam explains that he wants Carolyn out, and I go, shut your mouth, Jam Jam.
I know.
They were booing in Charlottesville.
Yeah,
that was the first time this season Jam Jam's got booed.
I have a feeling that was a little bit of him playing it up to keep them from, how it's like a distraction, and it just wasn't edited that way. I think it was edited to make us think that he was actually going to vote out Carolyn. But I have a feeling, because he's not stupid either. Yeah. So it's like he needs to make these people think that they're safe, so they're not playing and scrambling, talking and trying to flip like Carolyn or Carson, so that their plan can go forward.
And production's like, we need a clip of you saying, maybe it could be Carolyn, and they're right. And he says maybe it could be. They're like a little more convincingly, Jam Jam.
Exactly.
Maybe Carolyn.
Right.
And he's just like, but I don't mean that. And they're like, no. Don't say that too close. We got to chop it up.
At this point, each of the 3 Stooges kind of is playing almost like a middleman between, they all kind of have an alliance with these other groups of people over here, like a side thing. But I think the 3 Stooges is pretty strong. Yeah, I think there's real love there. I think there's real love for each other there. And I think that's what's they are all 3 kind of emotional people. And that I really want to sit at the end with these two other people, regardless on if I win or not. Like, it's almost like I don't care. Like, I just want to sit there with these two.
Yeah. It's like a Cincinnati 3-way.
Right. We're all taking a shit afterwards.
We learn here that Carolyn's hands were bleeding from practicing fire making. Pay attention. I don't think that was put in there for no reason. Carolyn loves loyalty. And at this point, I see that Jamie's armpit hair is growing in nicely. So that's good. Jam Jam explains it's head versus heart. It's a game, but it's not a game. And yeah. So this is so I believe at this point we go to tribal. And Jam Jam explains that he doesn't have the power to read minds, and he doesn't even know what Jeff is thinking. Carson says that maybe alliances will break up tonight. Jam Jam agrees, and Carolyn doesn't like any of this conversation and makes faces accordingly.
Right.
So is this all just to sell Lauren, Heidi, and Jamie? I'm thinking they know Heidi has the idol.
Yeah.
And this is all done to flush the idol.
Right.
But Carolyn is just like, you guys are doing this a little too convincingly for my liking.
Right.
That's the only thing that makes sense why they're like, because you know, Jam Jam refuses to look at Carol. I'm just like, stop this right now. I don't like it. No one likes this.
And here's what makes me think that it was a put on, because there wasn't a definitive, there wasn't anything shown that's like, no, we gotta take Carolyn. Like there was never a conversation between the two to be like, no, we're
Carson and Jam Jam, because we
right,
get
Carson,
that moment if it happens.
Right. If it happens, we're like, hey, there'd be something that says like, no, we got to take Carolyn. We can't, because they had the votes. If they really did want to take out Carolyn, they had the votes. They could have done it. It would have been, that's it. And strategically, it might make sense, especially after her move and the fact that now we all realize she's crazy and playing the game.
Yeah.
So
I think Carolyn was proud of her move, even though it was unnecessary.
Unnecessary, yeah.
And there's plenty of stuff that we didn't see. But if Carolyn just sells the fact of, she was like, I don't think you want to undersell it, because I think you want to brag about that move when you can, even though it was so you don't downplay it. You own it, and then you kind of just put it in your back pocket. It's just like, let's not talk about this anymore, but I will remind people of that, even though it was unnecessary.
Right. But you also say I was on the right track. Like it was one person voting differently away from being an effective play.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Carolyn will not apologize for crying. I don't either.
No.
And then Carolyn asked Jeff if this is her goodbye speech, and no one in Charlottesville liked this.
Oh,
we were not happy.
Dude, I got all up in my feels when that happened. I was like, no. I want to watch one more episode of her.
I know. Jam Jam explains that the person leaving tonight is the person that needs to leave for everyone's game. Jam Jam got booed again in Charlottesville. Yeah. And Carolyn looks at Jam Jam. He looks down, and I'm just like, mother.
I know.
And then time to vote. If anyone has an idol advantage, like to play it, now would be time to do so. Just in the last second, Heidi says, yes, I would like to play an idol for myself.
Good job.
And the votes are Carolyn, Jamie, Carolyn, and then we get from Carolyn, guys. what
guys?
And then what? Jamie. And all is good in the world. And Carolyn ends with the F.
Yeah.
So once again, I think that Jam Jam and Carson were doing a little too good on selling the fact to flush that idol. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start the next episode with we did that to flush your idol.
We did.
It's inconsequential at that point, because actually it's not. We'll get there. there is an idol on the new beach.
Yep.
So, and Jesse from last season explained he's wondering if there was an idol on the new beach last season because they never bothered to look.
Right. Yeah, they didn't even think. There might have been.
Yep.
That's very funny.
We get Jamie leaves and she goes, "Love you, Jeff." And Jeff goes, "Thanks."
Yeah.
He does not give her back a "love you." He Han Solo'd her.
I will say that the edit for Jamie this season has been pretty. I wouldn't be happy if I was Jamie, and I don't think she's the type of person that probably deserves all the fun. I mean, I know we poked a lot of fun, but we're a podcast, right? Like that's our job. We poke fun at everybody, but there's no way that Jamie could have known that her idol was real or not. And every time she's on the screen, it's like, look at this crazy ass lady that has no idea that there's something that we've never introduced before where we have production fake idols that,
Yeah. So for the record, I am glad Jamie was on the season.
Yeah, I liked Jamie. I'm sure she's an incredible person. She seems like she's full of good, positive life and energy and awesome. And I think she was the butt of a lot of jokes, and it's our job. We're supposed to do that. But the TV show that she's on isn't supposed to just continually poke fun at her and not really anybody else.
But I'm for that too.
Right. Well, if they poke fun at everybody, I mean, everybody's got to have dumb things that they do, and they kind of, it seemed like every other time that there was comedy, everyone was in on the joke. But when Jamie was involved, she wasn't in on the joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with it. As I said, I'm glad she was on the show. I would like a Jamie every season.
Yeah. I
don't want Jamie every season. I would like Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Like not someone with the name Jamie, but
No. Just there's like, all right, Fairplay wants Jamies. Let's get some Jamies.
I know.
Survivor 45. That's all Jamies.
Oh my God.
Jamie S versus Jamie B versus Jamie C.
Yeah, they have not figured out what I'm looking for on Survivor, I assure you. All right. So Jeff explains it's a new beach. Good thing you brought your stuff. Maybe production told them. And there's an idol on the new beach. And Jamie explains in her goodbye speech that her number one goal was finding an idol. That being the case, then she ridiculously failed at Survivor.
I know. You didn't even do your one checklist.
I mean, like that was the final punchline on her edit.
Yeah.
So because when you do that closing interview thing, it's like 10 minutes.
Sorry about that.
And they grabbed a 12-second soundbite to say my one goal is found the idol.
Right.
Mission accomplished. It's like, nope, absolutely not.
God, what a good it was a fun episode. This is a really fun season. I'm really excited for Wednesday night.
Yeah. So I will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's myself, the Queen, Sandra Diaz Twine, Jane Bright from Survivor Nicaragua, Dan Monchel from the podcast, and more. Go to survivortix.com. That's this Wednesday night, May 24th, Lenny Boy Brewing Company, and that is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tickets at survivortix.com, survivortix.com. Wayne, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at the bar that I just got the GM of a lot. You can find me on Instagram at Wayne Memmott. I actually have a bunch of comedy clips coming out, so you'll be able to see some more of my jokes. I've got somebody clipping them together and doing the titles and all that stuff. So put some more content out. You can follow me, check me live. I've got a show in Indianapolis on June 16th. I've got a show in Toledo on June 9th. All that's, you can find that on my Instagram.
All right. At Wayne Memmott. I'm at Jonny Fairplay. The best way to support the podcast is become a patron. Go to realitypatron.com. That's realitypatron.com. Links to everything, including my cameos, my tickets, all the podcast, all the everythings, t-shirts and more. Go to johnnyfairplay.com. Remember, there's no H in Johnny. That's JONNY FAIRPLAY, johnnyfairplay.com. Links to everything. Thanks again to Karen Coleman for putting that together. And until next week, I'm Jonny Fairplay. That's Wayne Memmott. See you next time, folks.
See ya.
And for more bonus content, go to realitypatron.com. That's right, become a patron now. Get additional coverage of all your favorite shows, the weekly Q&A, and you become a member of the secret, exclusive Facebook group. That's realitypatron.com.